All right, good afternoon, families. This is Mr. Maven. I'm the athletic director. I am going to take you all through the process of how to register your student online for athletics. And so here, you're going to start with dpsathletics.com. You will see here in the top left corner, log in and create an account. Now, I have created an account previously, and so what you pretty much do is you would do this right here. You would type in your email. You want to create a password that is at least 8 characters long and contains a number or a symbol, uppercase and lowercase letters. You will then select your birthday or date of birth, and you click on sign up. Once you click on sign up, it will send a verification email to the email that you set up. I already previously created an email. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and just log in to the email that I set up earlier. You will know that you are logged in correctly and properly because you will see in the top left corner, it is going to give your name. As you can see now, I'm logged in under my name, Otis Maven. All right, so for middle school, you're going to click on middle school athletics. You're going to click on the blue arrow. It's going to populate all of the middle schools. You're going to click on register, the blue arrow again, and then you're going to click on where it says athletic registration. Once you click on athletic registration, you're going to see a blue banner that says click to register, register for register middle school athletics. You're going to click on that banner, and here you're going to be brought to the registration page. Now here you can choose whatever language best serves your house. You can change that language to anything that you would like or that works again for your household, whatever the household language is. This screen pretty much takes you through all of the requirements that need to happen in order to register and participate in middle school athletics. It tells you again, you will need to create a sports engine account before you can proceed with this registration. Again, we've already done that. This screen right here is basically saying that if you previously registered for a school year and need to make changes, you will not email myself, but you will email sports@nsathletics.com, right? And make sure that you include the student's name and the school in the email. All right, this gives you directions on how to set up the account as we're doing right now. You want to click on continue. Once you click on continue, you're going to select the person you are registering. So I'm going to start with a new player, for example, and say, we're going to say that their name is Matthew Brown. Click on Matthew Brown, that is going to populate. We're going to say Matthew Brown is in the 8th grade. If you know their power school number, you can place it there. If not, you just put NA. Their birthday is January 13th. We say 2010. You're going to select all the things that are required that has the red asterisk. All right, we're going to register the student. Here's where you're going to type in your legal or the parent information. So we're going to say James right? And then you're going to type in the phone numbers. All right. Then you want to place, of course, a contact, emergency contact. Sorry. Right. So the parent section is filled out. You want to fill out then now the physician information. Orthopedist, I'm sorry, you put orthopedist, I just put, I'm sorry. That, all right. And then you, of course, Rochester Middle School should be populated. You will select, we're gonna try out for fall football, because we're gonna have a fall season. You know, you think, okay, we're gonna do football in the fall, we're gonna do winter basketball, and we're thinking about doing track and boys baseball. So it's gonna indicate all the sports that you are interested in trying out. You're gonna then type in insurance information. Okay, here you put you want to type in your insurance information. All right. Then it says convictions. Check about this applies to the student listed above. It's not, the student is not convicted of any felonies, blah, blah. And then you can click continue. This is not a short process. This process should take you about 15, 20 minutes or so. And so what is a concussion? It's going to explain all the things that a concussion is and what you need to know about concussion. You click continue. You're reading through that. This is that previous screen is information about concussions that you and your child should read together. So Matthew Brown, MB, J, G should be filling out. You all should be filling this form out together. All right, you should be going through the process of reading through what each thing means. B and B and B, J, G, because these are things that you all are agreeing to or ensuring that you understand as it relates to concussions. Right? Once you've gone through this, again, like I said, this is a process that you should do with your child. Again, you should be reading through each one together, making sure that you understand what you have signed up for, right? Then, of course, you're going to say, by signing below that I've read and understand what it means in terms of the concussion. This will serve as an electronic signature. You hit July 15th, which is today, or whatever date that you complete the form in. You will then type in your first, last name. Again, student will type in their first and last name, date as well, July 15th, 2022. You click continue. All right, if there's any information missing, of course, it's going to bring you back to that screen. So again, I left off something, so it brought me back. All right, once you fill that in and you hit continue, you'll be taken to the next screen, which is the consent for participation. The screen is saying that you are consenting, allowing them to participate in school athletics. You need to then watch this video and making sure that you agree to all that is in the video. I'm not going to play that. But again, you have to sign this and your child will sign this as well. You're going to read this contract and all the components that go with this. So please make sure that you are reading these documents as you sign it. You will sign and date, as well as your student will sign and date. You will just indicate what class, what is their graduating class. They are the graduating class 2027, all right? And then you will hit their date of birth. And that will be the graduating class of high school, their high school year. 1987. Again, you will sign as the parent that you have read this, that you understand what's going on, and you will click continue. Again, you should just see that you're registering Matthew Brown as a student athlete. This is the student pledge. You all will read that together. The student will then sign their name and date. Okay, this is the student code of conduct. This is all the things that they're agreeing to as a student athlete. Again, they will sign and you will sign so that you are aware of the code of conduct that goes along with being a student athlete. Again, please make sure you all are reading through these documents because you will be held accountable for the content that is placed within them. This is the assumption of risk. Understanding that with athletics, there comes risk. Injuries do. We don't want them to happen, but they are possible, and at times they do happen. You're signing up for that. Again, it's letting you know that we make every attempt to prevent injuries from happening, but in the event that they do occur, you're signing below that you understand the rules and procedures and you understand the necessity of using proper techniques. All right, and then you're giving Durham Public Schools different permissions. Again, you need to read through that. You're going to select whether your child is presently taking any medication. If you say yes, it's going to ask you to explain. If you say no, does your student have any allergies? If you say yes, it's going to ask you to list those. Please make sure that you are honest and you are as thorough as possible because we don't want to be in a situation where something happens. And again, you're going to provide your contact information again. You're going to provide that contact information again. And then you want to provide an emergency contact as well. And then you want to put today's date. As I mentioned before, like I said, this is not a simple process or easy process or quick process. That's the word I want to use, quick process. As you complete each section, you will see a check. You should see a check, all right? So here, student athlete address documentation form, you're letting us know you're verifying that your student is an athlete for Durham Public Schools and that your primary residence is within our school zone of the DPS. It says, please check if your child's in the following different things. If they're involved in any of these, you will check that. If not, again, you will put your address right here. And you will do your electronic signature. Again, you will put your name, you're gonna put the date. And then you're gonna list the student's name. And and the date as well. You're going to click continue. But there was an error, so I gotta go back and fix. All right, so if that doesn't apply to you, then you just hit NA and then you click continue. All right, so now we have the waiver release of communicable diseases, including COVID-19. You're reading all of these assumptions of risk. You're gonna sign this documentation. Student first name, last name. For participants, since they're under 18, again, you will need to sign your name as well. Now we're at the end of our registration process. When you do all this, it's going to say your registration is almost complete. You should have a blue check with everything. It's going to have all of your information, everything, all the forms that we need to sign. Check all your information to ensure that everything is correct. Once you are done, you're going to click complete registration. It's going to send a receipt. Now it says download the forms below, fill out the first page and sign it to take to your physician. Once complete, turn into coach or athletic trainer. So here is the actual physical form that you will need. You will click on that. Once you click on the physical form, you will download these forms and take these forms to your doctor. Currently, if you click on that link from the website, with the exception of the first page, it is editable, so you can go ahead and type in if you would like. Matthew Brown. There's one thing. 2009. I don't know. We can say 13. We can say 7. Because you need to have that before 22. We're gonna say football. Okay. Okay, let's in current medications. Let's say he's not taking any. Have you had any surgery? Not applicable. Do you have any allergies? Of course, if those apply to you, then you will answer those. Feeling nervous, anxiety. And this is a family history form. You say no. Not being able to stop, control, worrying, no. You know, however this applies to you. And this is information that you will do with your child. Do you have any concern that you would like to discuss with your provider? Let's say no. Are you restricted? No. You know, let's see, do you have ongoing medical issues? Of course, you will fill this out as it applies to you. Right now, I'm just kind of clicking, showing you that it is editable. You will go through this information. This is information that you will fill out before you go to your primary physician. You can either print it out or you can go ahead and edit it as I am doing now online. You know, that's not applicable. He's a boy. All right, now this is the form that will need to be filled out by your doctor. This is the page, the physical exam form has to be filled out by your doctor. If you fill this out, it will be rejected and it will be sent back. Your doctor has to fill this out. Also on this medical eligibility form, you want to, again, you're not filling this out, your doctor is filling this out. And your doctor has to make sure that they check this. If they check medically eligible for all sports without restrictions, that's fine. If they check they're eligible without restrictions, with recommendations, for example, it could be return for an appointment on, you know, we could say 8/13. So for example, that might mean that they're clear to try out, they're clear to play, but on 8/13, they need to have a follow-up appointment. If they do not have a follow-up appointment or I don't get documentation, For example, if it's a situation like this, I would have to take them off. If it says follow up or get eyes checked by, and let's say they say 10:15, that means you'll be clear to play, but on this date, we will need an eye exam and documentation that happened. If not, I would have to take them off the team. And again, you're not filling this section out. You're not checking anything. This is filled out by your doctor. Your doctor fills this out, this portion. And then once you have gone through that, you will print that off. Your print screens may look different than mine. You will print all this information out, get it filled in by your doctor. You'll get all this information filled in by your doctor. This is the information that needs to come back to your physical. Is the only form that I will need to come to the school. I will only need your physical copy of your physical. I will only need a physical copy of your physical. In the event you have multiple children, you can click on this, register another student. It'll bring you back to this screen. You will go through, you click continue, and then it'll see everybody that is linked or has access linked to your account. So I have two children. One is D'Angelo Jones and the other is Matthew Brown. And then you will go through that same process again. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much.